I can feel this one in my brain.
I just thought, why am I eating it so? I'm not licking my fingers on this one. Welcome everybody to the first ever Falcon Fire segment. I am Jeff Miller. I work for the IT department here at Fairmont State University, and I am so blessed today to be sharing this experience with your president and mine, Dr. Mike Davis.
I like that you said the first.
First.
Like there's gonna be other people next. Like
I might get fired.
Like after they watch this, they're gonna sign up.
They're gonna want
I
this.
want to sit with Sweaty Jeff and eat chicken wings.
Sweaty Jeff is not my nickname, but we can work on that
It might
soon.
be by the end of this.
I love that so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
This is wild. I can't believe that we're actually doing this. We've talked about this. Dusty has talked
2 years
about
we've
this.
been talking
2 years
about,
at least. We've had lots of time to back out.
Yeah. My nose is running already. So
I love that.
I'm ready to go.
Well, it is, the winter months. Is it seasonal allergies?
No, I think
or
it's this plethora of wings. There's 14 wings in front of us.
There are 14 wings. That's a lot of food. I think we all know the premise of this show that we're doing.
Yep.
We're going to have gradually crescendoing hot chicken wings. We're going to ask some serious, some silly questions. It's hopefully going to be a good time. And I want to start off with your hot sauce.
Yep. So I grew my own peppers last year.
Yeah.
I got them in the ground late, so I didn't get a lot of peppers from any one plant.
Okay.
So this is a combination of 11 different types of peppers. But I only got a couple of Carolina Reapers, a couple of ghost peppers, so it's not as hot as other hot sauces.
So just to preface all this, you have time to fool around with gardening while being a university president.
It's the way I keep balance.
Yeah, it is? All right, well, let's dive into it.
Get my hands in
We've
some
already
dirt.
established that you're not a slacker.
Right.
You're everywhere all the time, but you have time enough to grow all these peppers.
Yep.
We're getting into it. Let's go for it, my friend. Right after you.
Do it.
Oh, Michael K.
You like it?
It is a good start one to go with. This is not...
It's got some heat, but you could eat 6 of these and you wouldn't be in bad shape.
No, not a bad shape at all. Take your bite. Now, I think it goes without saying, we talked about this a lot pre-show, don't touch your face with your wing hand. Now, you're using 2 hands.
I am. Because I'm a flat guy. I prefer flats. You know this. We've had chicken wings together a lot. This is the first time on camera.
Don't get ahead of the show, Michael.
But oh, is that a question? Okay, never mind.
No. So I think our first question is a little bit of a softball. It is, what is something that you have changed your mind about since becoming a university president?
Ooh.
You spent years
Since
as chief of
becoming
staff.
a university president.
Yes. You came into this job maybe with some ideas that turned out not to be so true.
There aren't things that are sort of at my core, like things that are like deeply held beliefs that have changed since I've came here. But I definitely have had my eyes opened to West Virginia. I didn't know much about West Virginia. Okay. And I think there's a lot of stereotypes of West Virginia. So I did my tour of West Virginia last year, and I expected it to be very different. And people even warned me. People were like, "Oh, McDowell County is different." And then I went down there and I was like, I didn't experience any of the things people had told me about. So that's probably the thing I've been most surprised by.
I love that. Being a lifelong West Virginian, there are certain things that we have to extinguish and conquer above. We have a lot of stereotypes we have to get past.
Yep.
And so I love that you had that experience. Did you hit all 55 counties?
In 2 years. Yeah, in 2 years.
In 2 years you got all of them.
Last year during the tour, I did 16 counties, including the last 6 that I hadn't been to.
Nice. The next wing that we're bringing to you is from Macateers.
Oh, right across the street.
Tim Macateer's own personal hot sauce.
Fairmont State alum.
Fairmont State alum. I love it for its St. Patrick's Day celebrations. They do corned beef and cabbage all day long on St. Patrick's Day. Of course, they've been in Fairmont since 1958.
Does it have a name or is it just Macateer's hot sauce?
Tim's Juice.
Tim's Juice, okay.
Perfect.
It's a guy named now?
Yeah.
I've actually never had this before.
Neither have I. No, I didn't even know
It
this
is
came out.
delicious.
I've only had pancakes and bacon. And happiness from McAteers.
Crinkle fries.
Happiness from McAteers.
That's delicious, though.
It really is. It's a nice standard buffalo hot sauce.
And I'll say, these wings were made by Aladdin. I don't know if we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that too,
Yeah.
but please go ahead. Aladdin, Elior.
But I think Elior. But I
Elior.
think they do a fantastic job on their wings.
They have wing day at the cafeteria,
Yep.
and it
It's
is
my favorite
like legitimately the lottery.
These I think are the perfect size wings.
Okay.
I don't like a really jumbo wing.
Our next question is, how do you balance being approachable and authentic with the reality that you are the president?
That's a great question. I think it helps. I was chief of staff for 6 years,
Okay.
so I had to practice that already. But I am who I am. I mean,
You are.
I don't really change who I am for a given situation, so it makes it easy. And I'm sure at some point it's going to get me in trouble. Right? At some point, but I believe that if people know who I am, when that happens, I'll be okay. Because I think that I've watched presidents who hold everything really close to their vest and you never really get to know them. And that job seems exhausting to me, right? All my hair would fall out if that were the case, right?
be tragic.
So I think you've got to be yourself because you're also always president. Right. Some people are on the clock from 9 to 5 and they go home and they're a different person. I go home, I'm still the president. I go to the grocery store, I'm still the president. Right.
Well, from the moment that we met, you were immediately gently vulnerable. And I picked up about,
Yeah.
we met each other on your interview day.
Yeah.
And that's a story for us,
Yeah.
that interview day. But your vulnerability has been very prevalent, that I think.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate
I think it's
you.
important to model that for students, for faculty and staff, for communities, because we want everybody to be vulnerable. Right? 'Cause the only way we can serve people is if we know what their vulnerabilities are.
So for our next hot wing, we are going to experience a Dilapino hot wing from GWB, Gregory B in West Virginia. These are all predominantly West Virginia hot sauces. So
Dilapino?
Dilapino.
Does that mean it's got some dill in it?
That's
that a
context
name?
clues are
Oh,
peak
well,
right
I was
now.
gonna say, yeah.
You are so smart.
So is it like a pickled jalapeno?
A pickled jalapeno.
Okay.
So GWB Hot Sauce is Greg is a veteran, and it's a veteran-owned small business specializing in gourmet hot sauces, located in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Visit gwbhotsauce.com to get your own.
Awesome.
So we're going to try the Dilapino.
Okay. Sounds good. We're not counting calories today, right?
You can. I am not.
Oh, wow. That's
I
different.
know, right? It says hello to your mouth.
That's really good.
I know.
I wasn't sure what to think. Because I'm like,
You think I'm bringing like garbage water
No,
sauces
but
to you?
I mean, I like pickles, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like a pickled
This is
wing.
so nice.
Yeah.
What is something that people would be surprised to learn that you're actually good at?
Oh, that I'm good at. Okay.
Yeah, good at.
Let's answer a different question.
No, because it's coming next.
I don't think I'm great at much, right?
No,
like
I didn't say
I think I'm good at seeing connections and things like that, which is
Okay.
obvious from my job. People are often surprised about the gardening piece, right? Because having that much time. I know just enough around the house to be dangerous. Like I can fix a pipe.
I love that.
That kind of stuff. We lived in an old house when we lived in Virginia, built in 1923. And the person who was in there before me did not have many carpentry skills. But I worked with my dad, who was a carpenter for years during Christmas breaks and things like that. So I picked up just enough to be dangerous. So like I can replumb a house for any plumbing you can see. Right? If I have to go into a wall, I gotta hire somebody. But I can do sort of those basic pieces.
Fair.
Yeah.
So conversely, what are you bad at?
I have no musical abilities.
I love that.
Like I can't hear I can hear music obviously, but I can't hear like when people are like, oh, did you hear this note? I'm like, no, absolutely not. I did not. And I also and then I get frustrated very easily with like putting together small things. I've never been very good at that. Like if you have to I'm good at threading a needle, but other than that, I can't
Like a dexterity or a patience thing? Or?
I think it's a combination of those things. So
Same for me.
if we're cooking at home and we're making dumplings,
Right.
I will do everything except for the construction part. And then I'm like, I'm out. Somebody else in my family has to do that.
It's very frustrating getting older,
Mm-hmm.
losing dexterity, losing patience,
Losing eyesight.
and then your family just yelling at you constantly.
Like
to make the dumplings. Just hurry up with the dumplings, Dad.
I was welding as part of Mike Tries It the other day.
Oh.
And I realized I should have been wearing glasses underneath the hood because I couldn't tell how far away I was. And he kept just saying, "You're too far away. You're too far away." And I was like, I'm sorry.
What did you set on fire that day?
Nothing. It's the little piece that you weld comes way out, and they had to keep cutting it for me.
I love that for you.
Dusty has it on video, so.
We'll see that soon. So the next one is Mikey C's Habanero. Now we all know Mikey C's, but I want to talk about Mikey C's for a hot second for the people at home. Mikey C's is a family-owned and operated business serving really high-quality food here in Fairmont with flavor fare. You got killer Cajun food. I'm a big fan. I know you're a big fan. I went to high school with Mikey C, Michael Core. Just a great guy all around, and they're definitely a friend at the university. So this next wing is Mikey's Habanero.
Okay. I've eaten there a lot, but I've never had a hot.
I haven't either.
I go usually dirty rice or something.
Dirty rice all day long. This is
Pretty good.
pretty good.
It's got a little bit of sweet to it, which I wasn't ready for, which is good.
Right.
And this is the first one I kind of feel in the back of my mouth.
You're starting to
Where
say
it kinda
hello.
hit. Yeah.
It's saying hello to you. So I've learned from your family that you've been to Disney World over 25 times.
Yes, 30.
30.
Yep.
That's obnoxious.
Going this summer, it'll be 31.
Listen, that
Happiest place on earth besides Fairmont State
what
University.
keeps pulling you back? What keeps pulling you back into the Disney World?
So
bubble?
part of it is nostalgic, right? So my grandparents would take me out of school for a week every January and take me to Florida. So we'd go to Fort Lauderdale, and then we would drive up to Disney. When I was young, it was just Magic Kingdom. So we'd drive up, do 2 days at Magic Kingdom, and as it grew, we'd go longer. So part of that is nostalgic. But also, there's two things I love about Disney World. One is sort of the suspension of reality, right? Like you get to kind of leave all your problems behind, and everything is taken care of for you. And as I've gotten older, the thing that my grandfather used to always talk about is if you drop a piece of trash on the ground, it's gone in a minute, right? And it's like that standard of excellence is really interesting, and they've thought about every detail. The trash cans at Disney World are 37 paces apart or something like that. And it's because they did a study that showed how far somebody would walk with a piece of trash before they drop it on the ground.
So
it's like those little pieces are really interesting to me.
So do you hold a Disney standard to your approach and how you'd like to see Fairmont State?
I would love that.
Right.
I would love that. I think it takes decades to build that up.
Right.
But I think we're getting there.
I think so
there's
too.
been lots of improvements in recent years in processes and everything, but you have to be intentional about it. And I think that's the hard part is we're often so busy doing our jobs that we don't have time to say, what process are we going to create to make sure this gets done correctly?
Right. We get tunnel vision a good bit.
Absolutely.
Right. So I hear from your wife that you had a very notable experience with Tigger when you were 3 years old.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse.
Tell us
It was
about
a story I assume she's talking about.
apparently.
So when I was 3, first time I ever went to Disney World was with my dad when I was 3. And it was when the characters used to wander around. They don't wander around anymore. Now you have to go somewhere and meet them. Mickey came out of Town Square, and all these kids mob him. And then when he goes back in, all the kids leave, and my dad's like, "Where'd he go?" And because I love their tails, that's probably why Alicia said Tigger.
Right.
So I'm holding on to Mickey Mouse's tail, and I went into town hall with him. But my dad didn't realize that.
Amazing.
So my dad freaked out, but he found me in a couple minutes, and yeah.
You were near the 35-foot trash can.
Yep.
You were right there picking up trash.
Yep.
They put you to work.
There you go.
I love that.
And I love all the little parts, right? Like, that's what I like about universities, too, is like, I like talking to somebody about the little part of their job that they did, that they were proud of, that none of us might have ever noticed, right? And it's probably a good move because no one ever noticed it, right? You would have noticed if it was going wrong.
Right.
When it's going right, IT, right? If the Wi-Fi works,
fine.
nobody ever tells you the Wi-Fi is working.
but when it doesn't,
Right, they let you know.
we do hear about it. For our fourth wing, we have a Hoops Standard Suck Wind wing. And we have been to Hoops many a times. Hoops is another Fairmont favorite located here on Locust Avenue.
Yep.
It's only a few blocks down. It's walkable, which I love.
They make a fantastic chicken wing.
They make a fantastic chicken wing. I love them dearly.
And my go-to is I never know the name of it, but it is the buffalo sauce that's mixed with blue cheese.
The Pepe Le Pew.
And then you go with the buffalo sauce that's mixed with ranch.
The Hidden Valley Heat.
Yeah.
I might have a Hoops problem. Is it really a problem? No, it's just a chunky guy. And
That was just prepped for this.
I love that so much. So this is Hoops Suck Wind. Let's have this.
And after we're done with this, we'll be over a third of the way done.
You are on point with your math today, Michael. The thing I like about Hoops is they always just make it very flavorful. Like it's just not buffalo, it's buffalo and.
Yep.
Or garlic parm and.
No, they don't skimp at all. What you order is what you get.
Right.
So if you don't like garlic parm, don't get garlic parm wings because they're gonna come at you.
And they always put Old Bay on their French fries, and I'm just a sucker for Hoops. There it is.
There you go.
Oh.
That's how I know it. That's how I know it's a good chicken wing.
We've broken the seal, everybody. Mike's damp.
That's how I knew Elior's buffalo sauce was really good. The first time I had it, I got a little bit of that head sweat.
Oh, I love that,
That's
the top of the head.
Yeah.
So you've been here for almost 3 years?
Yeah, 2.5. Yep.
2.5 years. And you've obviously gotten to know the staff and the students. But
31 months, if you want.
31. I don't want to be that specific.
So I have 209 months to
You're
go.
boring me.
I'm doing lots of math for you.
You're flexing the wrong muscle. So you've gotten to know faculty, right?
Uh-huh.
And we have a lot of just really smart, impactful, passionate faculty members. If you were a student today, whose class would you be most eager to take?
Oh. This can get me in trouble because I'm going to say somebody
Everybody, no, let's just we love our faculty. Everybody's smart. Everybody knows their stuff. But Mike Davis, 19 years old.
Wow. So, I have not been shy about this. I was a terrible college student.
I love that.
So, Rate My Professor did not exist when I was in college, and it's good because I would have never taken any of the classes that challenged me. Because I was a terrible. But so let's not talk about 19-year-old.
Let's talk about now then.
I'd probably take a photography class with Jared Tadlock.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is it because of his skill or his undeniable handsome looks and charm?
I think it's the height.
It's the height.
The height, yeah.
I'm 6'3" and a bit, and Jared Tadlock's 8'7".
Right. Yeah.
And
like makes you look like you're from the Wizard of Oz.
He cuddles me when I feel like when we hug. Do you feel cuddled? Like your head's in my chest, and Tadlock's the only person that cuddles me. Yeah. It's so endearing.
But I feel like every picture I take is mediocre, so it'd be nice to have that.
I love that.
And then I've always wanted to know how to weld. Although now that I was so bad at it, I don't know if I would try it again.
What about flying a Cessna?
Nope.
No?
No, thank you.
Hard pass?
Hard pass.
Okay, we'll edit that one out.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things I'm glad people do it.
Sure.
Somebody has to fly the planes.
We need
that
to.
person will not be me.
We need to. So the next wing up is from Bottoms Up. Bottoms Up Bar and Grill, which has been located on the east side of Fairmont for the past 9 years.
Have you been there?
I have not.
Me neither.
But it
has amazing reviews online. We drive by it all the time. I'm like, I feel like I need to go.
Now, after eating this and sampling, we got to go because it's delicious. Yep. You can go and see your friends, watch football, and have a hometown bar feel. So this is their Triple X sauce from Bottoms Up here in Fairmont.
Sticky.
That's nice.
That's really nice.
This was suggested by our own Ashley Maxey here at Fairmont, who's the director of HR, who may or may not be acutely aware of what we're doing and how much trouble I'm going to get into.
Oh, that's like spicy later. Mm-hmm. Like I've been to it first and I was like, that's not spicy. But as the sauce sticks to your tongue, it's like, oh.
Coming around the mountain. Huh. So you've spent more than 25 years coaching debate, college debate. What's the wildest argument you've ever heard a student make?
Oh, there's so many. So the interesting part about debate is the trick is you want to surprise your opponents. So we've had people make arguments like blow up the moon to solve for global warming and sea level rise, things like that. There's all sorts of stuff like that. But I love all the like conspiracy theory type of arguments, like you haven't landed on the moon, stuff like that. I taught a conspiracy theories class for years, so those are the ones I really like. Dick Cheney's a robot. That was one after 9/11. So there was this argument that he had died during. Now he's dead, so it's less funny. But he died during 9/11, and then they replaced him with this robot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you ever experience vicious debates where it got personal?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it shouldn't get that way, but especially the college debate community is relatively small. There's about 150 schools that do the type of debate we do here at Fairmont State. So you see the same people over and over again. So we debated against the same people repeatedly, and sometimes we get a little nasty.
So you found the weaknesses.
Right, yeah.
You found that, like, Sean has like a mole on his forehead. You just honed in on that.
Yeah, it's usually argument based, but yeah.
Oh, you didn't you didn't bully them is there bullying in debating?
Yeah, but it's usually I'm so much better than you, so I'm gonna push you around a little bit.
So if you, reaching back to your debate youth, and we talked about you drove miles in the debate van.
Tens of thousands of miles.
And this is a little bit corny, but living or dead, ultimate dream debate opponent. Not on your team, but someone you want to go after.
That's a great question. So Richard Nixon was a debater, and I think it'd be fun to debate against him. Now he was one who did all sorts of sketchy stuff. Like there's stories where he would carry like a bunch of coins in his pocket, and then while his opponents were speaking, he would like drop them all over the floor to distract them, stuff like that. Yeah.
So next is another one from the GWB, the veteran-owned West Virginia company. Another sticky one. This is cherry jalapeno. Let's get into this one.
And this is what I think is a perfect wing, right? Like size-wise and like the way it's shaped.
And again, you got a lot of sweet.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's more sweet than, it's not an overwhelming cherry flavor.
You have coached Emmy in softball since she was 3 years old, in addition to coaching debate.
Yep.
How are softball coaching and debate coaching alike? How are they different, and which one is harder?
So I actually think all coaching is the same. I think the thing that made me a good debate coach makes me a good softball coach. I coached basketball for years too. I think it's also, when I think about myself as president of the university, I think about myself as a coach, right? More than anything else. My years of coaching influenced that more than anything else I've ever done. And I think the trick, and I learned this in debate, which made me better in everything else I do, is that you have to coach everybody differently. I watch coaches who coach every kid as if they're the same. And I was like, that's never gonna work, right? My kid, you can't tell her she did good. You can't tell her that was great. You have to say, work harder, be better, right? But if you do that to other kids, they crumble. And you have to understand that not every kid gets the same type of coaching. Right. And I think the same thing is true as a president of a university, right? You have to talk to people. You have to say, what motivates you? And then you remind them, hey, remember you said you wanted to meet this goal. This is how hard you have to work to get there. This is what you have to do. So I think that's how they're similar. I mean, I think in the ways they're different is, there's often a more immediate return in athletic coaching than there is in debate coaching. Debate, it takes so long sometimes to figure out what you're doing that the rewards are really slow to come. So it was always more gratifying for me to coach basketball or softball because you could teach a kid something and then 3 minutes later they're doing it. Debate, it doesn't work that way. Debate, you teach a student something and then 3 years later you see it and you're like, oh, finally they figured it out. So I think that's the biggest difference and that's the best probably training for me as a president of a university is sometimes stuff happens really quick, right? Sometimes we have a conversation and by the end of the day,
it's done.
We've done it. Right. And sometimes we have a conversation and 4 years later it happens and you're like, it happened and you planted those seeds early on, but it took a long time to get there.
Nice. So our next wing is brought to us from our own Elior here on campus, and they do a fantastic job with catering. We talked about their chicken wing days. People get into fist fights over the turkey dinner days. They are fantastic.
Luckily, when it's a turkey dinner day, they get in a fist fight, but then they fall asleep because of the turkey.
True, because we are all chunky at heart. So our
I meant turkey makes you sleepy. I wasn't.
Fighting makes me sleepy. It's exhausting. I don't know if you've tried it, but it's terrible. But our friends at Elior created this on their own. Jarrett Neville, one of their head chefs here, Brittany Cole, who we see Brittany running around all the time, put this together.
They do a tremendous job with all of the events they do.
They take such good care of us on campus. It's one of those things that just works so seamlessly that we don't notice how hard they have to work because it's so great. So this one is a raspberry chocolate chipotle.
Ooh.
Let's try that.
This is like a dessert wing.
This is a dessert wing.
That's good.
I know.
That's really good.
I know.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about chocolate on the wing, but
I'm so upset at you for doubting Elior.
wow. Unlike Dusty, Jared has never let me astray, so.
Dusty's very deceiving.
Yes.
He'll smile at you.
Oh yeah, he smiles.
Smiles all the time. Has something to say. Has all the things to say. This might be a little indicative of what we've already asked before. There you go. What is something that you're irrationally confident about despite having no real evidence that you're actually good at it?
I mean, I've always been a bite off more than I can chew sort of person. So I would say the thing I'm irrational about is how much I think I can get done in any given day. Like you should see the number of seeds I bought for the farm, right? But I'm like, I have a full-time job, right? I'm not a full-time farmer, but I bought all these seeds and stuff like that. So I think I always think I can get more into a day. And I think the problem is I've always been able to make it work. So I have this confidence where I'm like, oh yeah, we'll get it all done.
Gotcha.
And I watch people who work for me sometimes who are like, so I've been trained to now say, well, that's a good 2027 idea. When I come up with, they're usually my ideas. They're usually not other people's
That's
ideas.
just how we
Mine.
put you off.
Right.
That's how we just delay Mike. We hope that you forget about it.
Well, but here I didn't. We're 2 years later.
We're 2 years into this.
We're doing Falcon Fire.
For our next wing, we are, and I'm going to say this, I hope I say this right, Zonies.
You're the one with the cue card.
Thank you so much. Criticizing my prep. It's another local hot sauce. Candace, I've heard of Candace, local here in Farmington, West Virginia. Heard the name at Stumptown. We've all been to Stumptown before. And they are dedicated to making local hot sauces with local ingredients. So this is...
So when I have too many peppers, maybe Candace...
Talk to Candace.
Candace, if you want to buy some of my peppers in July, let me know.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You're very confident in your stock. I appreciate that.
I am.
This is Candace's habanero basil.
Okay, sounds
Let's get
good.
into that.
I think I just splattered you a little bit.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
That one's more vinegary. We haven't had one of those yet.
Not yet. Basil's coming through a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, if you like a pesto or a basil, that'd be a good one.
So you're a big fan of nonfiction books about all kinds of topics and learning about history. What is your favorite book and why?
So I'll talk about two. One that I just finished this past year called Multipliers, which talks about sort of leadership and how we get the best out of people, which I thought was really good. I bought a bunch of copies. I gave them to the entire cabinet and a bunch of other people on campus. So I really like that. A book I like that most people haven't heard of is a book called How Life Imitates the World Series. And it tells stories from the World Series and then compares them to like how you should approach things in your own life.
So you are a pretty big baseball fan.
I am.
We've talked about sports, and I am not, but I had to lean on you. So talk to me about your nostalgia baseball. What's important to you? What team? What moment? What is your baseball go-to?
I grew up I was born in 1972. So growing up in the 70s, I started to become aware of Major League Baseball when I was like 6 or 7. And I lived in a house divided. I'm from Connecticut, so I lived in a house that was half Red Sox fans, half Yankee fans. And my grandfather was basically like, you have to choose. These are rivals, you have to choose one. And my grandfather liked to give me a hard time, and he was a Red Sox fan, so I chose the Yankees.
Perfect.
That year, the Yankees won the World Series for the first time in 17 years. So then I was hooked for life. So people are always like, oh yeah, you became a Yankee fan in the 70s. That makes sense. But it was actually because I wanted to give my grandfather a hard time.
A hard time.
Yeah.
And how was Christmas that year? Very poor?
It was great.
Was he angry with you at all?
No.
Okay. Good. So this is the last one of our GWB sauces today.
Okay.
This
So the
is
second or third one?
This is the third one.
Third one.
And this is their bacon fire sauce.
Okay.
So we'll get into the bacon.
This is when we sat down, this is the only one I could smell.
That bacon came right to you.
Oh, I just wiped my hand on my head towel.
You need to switch out.
We're done.
I can't wait for that to come back and bite you. This one is going to start to say hello a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of sauce right here.
Thanks, Dad.
This is really good.
This is good. I'm like dragging it through the plate again to get it back in my hole.
That's very good. And sticky.
So you and your wife bought, I'm gonna lick fingers now. That's really
That's
good.
the first one I can,
Yeah?
that's the first one I can feel.
Good, Michael. So you and your wife, we've talked before, bought an apple orchard here in Marion County.
Yep, right near Montana Mines.
Okay. And you have plantings in a high tunnel and big outdoor garden you plant for spring. After spending your days running university, you literally spend your free time with your hands in the dirt.
Yep.
What does planting, pulling weeds, and pruning bring to your life?
So I think growing things is the closest I come to, like I said earlier, I can't do art or music or anything. It's the closest I come to that, right? You put a seed in the ground and something grows. It seems like magic to me. So I always really like that. And it's funny because earlier in our marriage, my wife wanted to have a garden, and you okay?
You keep going.
My wife wanted to have a garden, and my response was, why would you do that? You can buy vegetables in the grocery store.
Right.
But now I spend all my disposable income planting plants, planting trees. I've planted a nut grove. I planted a stone fruit grove, like all these different things out there. I also, it's one of those things, like you plant a tree, we're not going to get hazelnuts for 7 years. Right. But it's sort of a sign that you're committed to something that's gonna take time to develop.
Would you say that this is your decompression time?
For sure.
Stress relief
Absolutely.
time?
Yeah. So, during the summer we have half-day Fridays, and 100% of those days I go out to the farm.
Straight over to the farm.
And then this summer my family was on vacation. Oh, I touched my face. This summer my family was on vacation, and I'd get off work at 5 o'clock, and I'd go work out there till it got dark, and it was great. It's relaxing and everything. I'll take a couple of days off during the summer just to go work out there and get stuff done.
It's important.
Yeah.
That decompression is so important. Yeah.
That's good.
It's saying hello.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Don't put your finger in it. Please don't do that.
Put it like eye black right in here.
Oh. Okay. You have to bear with me for this one.
Okay.
This one's kind of, this is full
The
Jeff
wing or the question?
question. This is
Okay.
absolutely Jeff Dumpster. For our next wing, we are going back to Zoni's.
Okay.
Again, locally owned and operated with the Hole Mole sauce. So we'll give Zoni's another try. This is our
good.
final Zoni's sauce.
Okay. There's a pepper or something in it that I can't place. I was trying to.
I'm stuck on the last one. The last one's kind of beating me down a little bit.
This one's very good though.
There you go.
I just can't place what the pepper is.
I'm not sure what mole sauce is. I know
It's a relative of chocolate,
Okay.
but it's not sweet. I think. I don't know. We should ask Jarrett. He can tell us.
Well, we got the next best thing, Jeff Swain back there. Jeff Swain, what's mole sauce? Good job, Jeff.
Mr. Miller, it's a chocolate sauce.
Thank you. I'm glad your Google works. So, for this week, We had a nice little. Oh,
You okay?
yeah, I'm good. So we have recently promoted the collaboration with Short Story with your Falcon Fest beer.
Yep.
And it's delicious.
Absolutely.
I mean, as a beer
It's an easy
drinker,
drinking beer. You can drink it all year round.
Short Story has just been such a
They've been tremendous partners in all of this. They rolled out Maroon merchandise.
building on branding new merchandise from Fairmont State. You may or may not know that we have a couple of products in the works that we need your approval on. I think it's a good time now to get approval
okay.
on these things. So
That's good.
I want your yay or your nay.
Okay.
First
So
off,
like thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up,
like,
thumbs
like
down.
Gladiator style.
I know that our legal
I can start
counsel's
like
not
thi-
here.
I can start like this. And then,
Sure, we want to talk about it.
Sounds
We want to workshop it. First, another beverage featuring one of our most famous students, Gavin Arnold. You know Gavin,
Everyone knows Gavin.
right? It's the Gavin Arnold Palmer. It is half iced tea, half lemonade, full attitude. Do you endorse? Should we push
I
this through?
endorse that. I don't know if that's a Fairmont State. Gavin is his own
Gavin's
brand.
Fairmont State.
He's
That's his
own-
middle name. It's
Yeah,
an
so
odd
maybe-
Fairmont State middle name.
Well, so he almost had to come here.
He had to. Gavin, Fairmont State University, Arnold Jr.
Junior. Oh,
Yeah, so there's another one.
No, I mean, that one makes that's a,
So
that's
much-
a thumbs
that's
up.
a thumbs up.
That's a
Okay.
thumbs up for sure.
Okay, we're gonna really go to hell on this one. So the next one, there are two of my favorite faculty members are Abby Chapman and Tabitha Laffery with safety and occupational safety. So we're championing the idea of Abby and Tabitha's safety juice, OSHA spray.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Abby Tabby.
OSHA spray.
OSHA
No,
spray.
if it's not safe, don't put your mouth on it.
OSHA spray sounds like something you would spray on a fire.
Oh,
I think maybe it's not a drink. Maybe we're making scented fire extinguishers.
Maybe that wouldn't be delicious. I want juice. Abby, they've worked hard. Abby and Tabitha have worked so
Abby and
hard.
Tabby?
Abby and Tabby have worked so hard on this. It's like a mango, a cranberry. Where's your thumb on that one? No.
I don't think people are gonna want to drink OSHA spray.
Okay. The next one. This one I have to because it's a low-hanging fruit. We're going with the Greg double bacon Bamberger cheeseburger.
Yeah, I assumed that already exists.
Well, hear it out. It's 4 pieces of cheese, 6 pieces of bacon, and like Greg, delicious.
I'm all in.
You're all in.
All in on that one. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
We should try and get that at the next basketball game.
We should get everything's basketball game. Okay. They don't come in sliders.
Yeah.
Way too big for sliders. And the last one is a missed opportunity, and I want to kind of rub your face in it.
Okay.
So we recently redid the Source store.
Yep.
We now have a campus-owned and operated merchandise, books, head to toe. Everything's run by Fairmont
absolutely.
State, and we call it the Source store.
Yep.
We should have, in honor of Spencer Flanagan, called it Spencer's Gifts.
Maybe that's the mobile store. Maybe the mobile store is Spencer's
We could have
Gifts.
sprinkled in Green Day T-shirts with maroon and white, some earrings for your gauges.
I'm not sure, but I think there's a store already that has that name. That would be my concern. I'm trying really hard not to get try really hard not to get sued for copyright infringement.
I'm going to end it there.
That's why this is Falcon Fire and
Falcon
not
Fire,
something
and not
else.
the other one. Okay. This next wing comes from Loving WV. Loving WV, and I have a little
Do
near.
they make the hot sauce?
They do.
Or do they brand? Is it just branded?
You're getting to something that I don't know. I'm going to say it's branded.
Say both, and then Dusty can just edit it when we
Both.
find
They
the
make
answer.
and brand.
Okay.
It is.
You made me touch my face again.
So Loving WV here in Fairmont, they are near and dear to my heart. My near and dear friend Evan and his wife Evan, which is hilarious with its own story, have a merchandise shop here in Fairmont, and they have provided our next wing sauce, which is called the Pepperoni Roll Rocket Fuel. It does not taste like pepperonis.
Okay, that's what
It does not taste like rolls.
So but it does taste like rocket
fuel.
Okay.
That's what we're left with. All right. So sorry, not sorry.
Oh, I smelled that one before.
It's already in my mouth.
I smelled that one before I even bit it.
Oh, it got in deep. It's there. Yeah?
I'll melt your face a little bit.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Good.
What's that?
I'm glad we finally got there with you. You've been a very stubborn person.
No, that bacon one was the first one where I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but you got a calm demeanor about you. So Mike, you were a first generation college student.
Yep.
What did you think a university president did all day when you were in college?
So the president who at Syracuse they're called a chancellor, but it's the exact same job. So he was very engaged. He's a fun guy. He started in the same year I did. Ken Shaw. He was president there for a couple decades. He was a fun guy. Like he was a person who would show up for the senior celebration and that sort of stuff. So I knew him really from the moment I got on campus. In Syracuse, 17,000 students. So I can't imagine trying to do what I do on this campus, at a campus that large, trying to get to know that many students. But he definitely tried. So I actually had a pretty good sense of what a university president did, or I thought I did, and then I became a chief of staff, and I found out there were 1,000 other things. And I think that's the part, people never know. People see all the fun stuff you do, but they don't see all the other stuff, right? And often it's like we're at something that's fun, like this, right? And then when this is over, I'm gonna have to go back, and I'm sure I have 50 emails, right? Because we've been sitting here and I haven't had my phone, so I'll have to go back and
I can delete them
deal with
for
every
you.
small thing. I'm sure you can.
We can just go in and wipe it clean.
There you go. You know a guy in IT?
I do know a guy in IT. He's not very good.
You shouldn't talk about Josh that way.
I know, Josh. Poor Josh.
Who has a birthday coming up.
He does have a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Did you do your thing already? You do your little...
Yeah.
Did you write a personal note?
I do that.
So Dr. Davis, for those who don't know, will sit at his desk and he will write out handwritten personal birthday cards to everyone on campus.
Every employee.
Every employee on campus, faculty and staff. And it's just such a nice thing to have on campus. I get mine. Usually it includes a Polaroid photo of you. So that's very... It doesn't. It doesn't include a photo.
Now here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you noticed you get the same card every year?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I keep them.
So I buy this box of 100 cards, and I write them out. So when it's your birthday, I always look for the same card.
I love that.
Which is a beer with a birthday candle.
I love that. I love that. But I think that's a nice personal touch. The people at home who are watching this, you are very invested in the people who are under your care.
That's the most important part of the job.
Right. So a little side note to this, which is new to me, and I know a lot about you, but I didn't know this. What did you learn about university operations when you were delivering mail on the Yale University campus? I had no idea that you set foot at Yale.
So I worked. My mom worked at Yale in fundraising.
Okay.
She developed all the computer systems that Yale used for fundraising.
Okay.
Put herself through Computer Programming Institute, and then got a job at Yale, and then worked her way up. So I worked there for 5 summers, 4 of those delivering mail, and it was really interesting. And it's interesting because here on our campus we have a person who delivers mail because the size of the campus and the size of the operation. Right. Yale, the development office that was in charge of fundraising had 5 people who delivered mail because everything was so critical that this check gets across campus in an hour, not a day, right? Which
Little Pony
looking
Express,
back at, I mean, it's very. Very high touch environment. But I learned, and this is something I probably realized looking back on it more than I knew at the time, that everybody on every college campus has the same sort of insecurities. Right? Everybody thinks they might not be good enough to get stuff done. Everybody worries that there's a person smarter next to them.
All the time.
Right. And you should be surrounded by smart people, right? I mean, that's so I think I learned that. Working there, I started working there when I was 14, and working there solidified in me that I really wanted to be on a college campus because I would get to deliver mail to the art museum. I'd get to walk around. I'd get to deliver mail to the science building and see like weird things in jars and stuff like that. And to me, that was always fascinating, right? Like walking through the library, all that kind of stuff. Like I love every part of a college campus. So when I was here over Christmas break by myself, I walked all around campus, right? And I walk through buildings and I'm just looking at stuff, right? And part of it is, this is my campus, so I'm trying to see if things are working and that sort of thing, but I also am just curious. I'm a generally curious person. I think working on a college campus solidified to me that I never wanted to leave a college campus because there's always something else I can learn.
Beautiful.
I don't know if you expected it to be that deep, but
I love that it was. I have no notes for that because I'm not that smart. So the next wing we have is another one, our final one from Mikey C here across town. We talked about Mikey C's cuisine earlier, and this one he made special for. He made the first one special for us too. So we should feel special. Do you feel special?
every time I go to Mikey C's, I feel special.
However, this one, Michael Timothy Core, on the container said caution hot, which makes me think that he's just being a jerk about this. And we'll see how much of an Mikey C is, right?
Sounds good.
Smoky Ghost.
Smoky Ghost. I assume it has ghost peppers in it then.
I would think so. It doesn't look like a Scooby-Doo wing.
Ooh, I could smell that before it got to my mouth though. I definitely
Put it in your mouth, Michael. Put it in your gob. Yeah. Yeah, there she is.
That's spicy.
It is.
It is.
There she blows. This is delicious. Michael Timothy Core.
Doesn't suck.
This does not suck at all. I would dip my dirty rice in this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So, unpopular opinion time.
Uh-huh.
What is a band or a musical artist that you absolutely cannot stand?
There's two.
Automatic skip on Spotify.
Two.
Get out of my ear.
The Smiths. My college roommate loved them.
Okay.
And my college roommate and I did not get along.
Oh.
And you know how delightful I am, so it's obviously his fault. not
His
mine.
fault.
And The Cure. Those are the two. Yep.
That's a good one. That's
And my wife likes The Cure.
So yeah.
So,
Friday, I'm in love.
Yeah. When The Cure comes on, I want to go to sleep. It's like I'm done.
So take me through some of your nostalgia. Let's think back to you started really appreciating music when you're a teenager. Mm-hmm. So take us back to 19, whatever it was when you were a teenager. What were some of the album CDs that you had, tapes that you had when you were young?
So the first album I ever had,
Yeah.
someone gave it to me.
Okay.
An uncle of mine gave it to me. And it was a Kiss double album.
Okay.
Silver Kiss double album. The first album I ever bought myself was Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA.
Wonderful.
And then shortly after that, Huey Lewis and the News.
So let's think about college time now. You're in the college, music a little bit more important.
Early 90s.
Early 90s, you're maybe in the debate van. What's on the debate van mixtape?
So, and I almost said this, and my old debate partner, I'm sure will watch this and be mad that I say it. So he made all of our mixtapes.
Okay.
He loved The Police and Sting, which is fine, but for dozens of hours of my van riding life, I listen to Police and Sting. So I'd never listen to them. If they come on the radio now, I skip them. Not because I have anything, except for Roxanne, not because I have anything against them, but because I listen to so much of it in this. So, so I went to a concert in Syracuse, one of the coolest concerts I've ever seen, and it was Red Hot Chili Peppers right when they were starting to get big, right when they're just sort of on the scene. Opening for them was Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam.
Oh my God.
Before they weren't anybody. They were just opening for Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize even that I had seen them until 10 years later when I found the ticket stub. And I was like, oh, I knew I'd gone to see Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'd forgotten that they had even opened for them.
Amazing. So let's go to your later in life, 30 years old. What music are you listening to then?
In the last 20 years or so, I've spent a lot of time listening to like roots music, Americana, I've always really liked music that tells a story. So I like old country music much more than new country music.
A little Gordon Lightfoot in your ear from time to time.
Kenny Rogers, Willie Nelson,
Okay.
Dolly Parton. I like those a lot. I like songs that tell a story.
Are there any modern artists in the past 5 years that's clicked with you?
Probably not that are famous, right? So we go to this music festival every year in Virginia, Red Wing Roots Music Festival, and there's always a couple there that I really enjoy. So those are the ones I follow, but not ones that anybody would know. Like I listen to this band out of North Carolina called Chatham Rabbits. It's a husband and wife pair, and they're great, and they're storytellers, and that's what their songs are all about. So
The correct answer was Olivia Dean, but that's okay.
Okay.
That's just for me, it's not for you.
I don't know if I know who that is.
You should.
Okay,
It's
check it out.
delightful. All right, Dusty. Last one. You want to bring that jar up here?
So one of my big pet peeves in life. Well, here, tell us what the sauce is, and then I'll complain about the bottle.
The next sauce.
Because this is not a local one, so
This is not a local.
we can
so
trash this
we
one
can,
as much
yeah,
as
so
we
this
want.
one is from the popular show lineup. It is called Funky's Hot Sauce Nirvana. It is 8th or 9th on their lineup. It's not their hottest ones. I didn't do that to us today. It is a good one, and it pours out quickly.
Oh, Jesus.
So what is your pet peeve?
So there is an ingredient list. I was gonna look to try and see what kind of peppers are in it. My eyesight's not good. I can't imagine anybody can read that.
No, sir.
Right, that's useless. So I often, when we're in the grocery store, have to ask my daughter to read stuff to me. I don't even know if she could read that. That seems illegal. It seems like a fire.
So
right,
either
so-
pour it on your wing or do it on the plate for you to schmear.
I mean, I could just pour it like soup. Like
do
you
it
did.
like I did it, because we're not going to. Yeah, yes. You're being way too careful for this.
I've seen the show. I'm trying to.
This is our show.
Wait, wait.
There is no show.
You gotta like zoom in.
Oh, this.
See, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Well,
at
okay.
that.
I'm just going to go ahead and
Because I'm a professional, Jeffrey.
I'm going to just dip. I want to thank you. Before we do this, I want to thank you for this.
I want to thank you.
This is 2 years in the making. This has been just kind of a
I'm
fever dream.
I'm glad you volunteered to put your sweaty self
I
out here.
will do this all day, every day with you. All right, here we go.
All right.
You did not eat your dab.
Not yet. I can feel this one in my brain.
Just stop talking. This whole show is about talking, but stop talking. I'm with it. We're going in. You want some of my puddle? Come on over.
I don't think I would ever say yes to that. No, I feel like I just lost brain cells eating this.
I can suddenly speak Spanish.
So this is the 7th one on the show out of 10.
It is.
my God.
I have a meeting after this with Ashton. He's in the back.
I feel bad for Ash.
I don't know how productive I'm going to be. Are you making it to that meeting, Tiffany? I just thought, why am I eating it so? I'm not licking my fingers on this one.
You've been a good sport.
You've been a good sport. Final
I
question.
thought it was gonna be. I thought this whole thing was gonna be more like that.
Here we are. Here we are.
I said I wasn't gonna drink milk, but
Face to
now that
face.
we're at the end, I'm gonna drink some milk.
A couple of silver spoons.
Is this whole milk or 2%?
I don't know. It's not.
It's been sitting out for an
it's
hour and
not
a half. You
skim.
think it's
We
okay?
don't-
Can't see. That one is something else. That one's something else.
Oh, okay. So, the final question. Wow, I don't. I love you.
Are you still there, Jeff?
I'm here. So, your final question. Let's talk. You and I have talked about this privately behind a closed door. You've got a 15, 20-year plan here for you being here. You don't see yourself going
17 and a
anywhere.
half more years.
17 and a half more years. So let's talk about that evening of the 17 and a half years. Lights are off, curtain is closed, you've made it. What do you want to be remembered by? I can't talk. What do you want to be remembered by?
I think that we kicked down doors so people could go to college. People who wanted to get a college education without going broke.
What's something, if you had a magic wand, what's something red tape of all higher education that you want cut? What's one red tape thing you want from higher education gone?
I mean, I think they're easy answers, right? There's no tuition, whatever you want to be. I think that's an answer that most university presidents would say, right? We did an exercise this summer that was like, if you got $1 billion, what would you do? I was like, I'd never charge tuition again. So if anybody has $1 billion, we'll never charge tuition again. So I think one of the things that's happened in higher education from the federal government, a little bit from state governments, from our creditors, is we've gotten to the point now where students have a really hard time taking classes just for fun. Right? It has to be part of your major program or part of your minor program, part of your degree seeking.
You have to finish a certain amount of time.
Right.
You have those
right.
ratios.
And people are always like underwater basket weaving. Da, da, da. I was like, if underwater basket weaving existed and students were going to get something from it, let them take it. Let them explore something different. Right, because we come in and everything is so prescribed for these students that we've got to find ways to give them. Right now, we give it to them in extracurriculars. Right, we let them experiment in extracurriculars. They should also get to experiment in the classroom. Right, so now part of that is on universities. We can build independent studies type of programs that allow students to experiment and become more well-rounded. But that's the thing that separates American universities from universities in Europe and other parts of the country is a lot of their programs are 2 or 3 year programs because they're just about job training. We're supposed to be about training the people to be people, right? One of our legislators, who's an alum, said to me when we were down a day at the Capitol, she's like, the humanities really matters because it's the human part of being a university that matters. And that's the part that I'm like, that's what we have to get back to. And we'll do it outside the classroom until we figure out how to do it inside the classroom. And my hope is that we do so many things here that other people will say, how did Fairmont State do that? And they come to see what we did. Because we're gonna be running fast enough, I'm not worried about people catching us if we're innovating.
Right.
But if we're doing things well, I want people to copy us, right? I mean, the storage store is a great example of this, is I've had university presidents reaching out to me saying, how did you do this, right? And I said, when you're ready, I'll put you in contact with our people. When you're really ready to do it, we'll talk about it because it's a great model, right? We're making more money and we're employing students and we have control of what we're doing, right? I think those are the kind of things we gotta be willing to break some things and really experiment.
Wonderful. Well, we have done it.
We made it.
We made it. We made it through the gauntlet and it got real serious real quick there at the end. Mike.
Well, I had to I mean, that was the only wing where I was like, when you were asking me the question, I was like, focus. Like, I'm like, focus on the question. Like,
I don't know how you were talking.
Get your head in the game.
I'm not talking, and I'm thinking that I just want to go home.
Right.
Yeah. So we have wrapped up. You made it through the first Falcon Fire lineup. Be careful with that bottle. Look in your camera over here.
I'm gonna get my car and drive to Bellingham, Washington, and tell these people what I think.
Good. They can right off. Look at your camera. I know that we have a couple of things coming up.
Yep.
Maybe hype up what's happening on campus here in the next semester.
So, and this is every year, Presidential Speaker Series. We've got 2 more speakers. We've got our artists in residence who will be here at the beginning of April. And then we have Chelsea Ruby, Secretary of Tourism, will be here at the end of April. And then we've already got some of them planned for next year. We really hope people come to that. Mike's Movie Nights, check out the website for those. Those are free and open to the community. Popcorn, cotton candy, lots of fun. One of the ones we're doing this semester will also be debuting the college tour, which will be on Amazon Prime, features Fairmont State and our amazing students. So we're really excited about all those things. So just come to campus, sign up for the Falcon Flyer, the community Falcon Flyer. It's hard to talk after you get that way.
It is hard to concentrate.
Sign up for the community Falcon Flyer and see what's going on campus.
Mike Davis.
Come visit us.
This was a joy. We did it.
My
Love
pleasure.
you bunches.
We do.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us,
Thanks.
everyone. Jesus.
I'll say this: Dusty has led me astray on many a thing.
He has?
but never on food.
Okay.
So this is mine right here.
Yeah.
That's you. I love
Well,
it.
just
too.
wait; it won't continue.
The microphone is so close to your mouth.
You son of a.
We only got 10 left.
Only 10
It's
left.
a breeze.
It's like when you like Christmas time, we have like the gifts put in front of you,
Yeah.
and like you're very excited. Then when you get down like the last 3 gifts, you get kind of sad.
Yeah, 'cause you're almost
because your dad hasn't come home yet from getting milk. It's
You almost made me touch my eye. Good job, Jeff.
all right. So the next.
Every time I talk about you being red and sweaty, you get red.
Well, it's because you're the president. You make me anxious. Clearly, I'm nervous talking with you.
Obviously.
Switch these out.
So when we did the autocomplete, we threw the cards.
You would have thrown the tray.
Thanks, babe. Dusty's very deceiving. He'll smile at you.
Oh yeah, sometimes I say,
Smiles all the time. Has something to say. Has all the things to say.
My favorite thing about filming videos with Dusty is I'm wearing this microphone and he's often got the headphones on so only he can hear me. And I'll whisper something, he'll laugh, and everybody's like, why is he laughing? I was like, I know. Dusty's so handsome.
I'm gonna try it. Well, let's try it right now. You ready? Let's whisper to Dusty. It's a new segment of the show. It's called Whispers to Dusty.
That could be its own show.
No, you first. Whisper something.
This is weird.
Let's find it.
Why do you make everything so weird?
Dusty, it burns when I pee. Okay. Good. Collect yourself. That bacon jam ruined me.
You were also licking the plate, so that's probably why.
I feel that it's disingenuous not to be uncomfortable right now. I think you should lick your plate too. Put your finger in this. There you go. Swipe and wipe. That was dramatic.
It is. I mean, that's I would eat that bacon jam wing all day.
All day long.
That's delicious.
Dusty, how we doing on storage?
I mean, I've got a large charger out here, so.
All right. I'm so glad that
See him bragging.
the purchases that we made together, the Someski approved purchases that with his brown shoes and his navy blazer. God, he's handsome.
Dusty?
Yeah. Brian Someski is handsome as you don't have to say.
He works.
No, we're going full steam ahead. How handsome Brian Someski is.
He's no Jeff Miller.
He might not be as charming, but he's twice as smart.
Why would you insult him like that?
He graduated high school.